I'm not going to back down. So by doing a swastika chain, it then ruffles some feathers.
Kanye West, if you ask me, sits at the apex of celebrity. Was anyone more famous than Kanye in his pomp? Married to a Kardashian. There's another K. But now he's added the third and potentially final K. What does Kanye West's ascent and descent tell us about celebrity? Many argue that it's comparable, and I'd love to know what you think about this in the comments and chat, to the story of Michael Jackson. That when people start getting into spats about royalties and money and the way that the entertainment industry, and in this case in particular the music industry, is run, they tend to get in a lot of trouble. Is Kanye West a wayfarer, waymaker and pioneer in the bizarre new territories of celebrity, or are we witnessing a public mental meltdown? Certainly we all know what type of woman he prefers. Man, some of those women that he takes to those parties that are just wearing sort of the sheer material that tights are made out of. You know that, where that lady he's going out with. When that comes up on my feed, I can't even look at that stuff. I've made a covenant with mine eyes. Kanye, don't drag us down into the gutter. Let's see if Kanye's making a political point. Does an African American? And let's face it, no one was more victimized by the Ku Klux Klan than African Americans. Is this an act of reclamation? Let me know in the comments and chat. Should Kanye West be celebrated and adored? Or is Kanye West, I don't know, an anti-Semite nightmare? Let's have a look at him in his own words.
Because the Jews, they move.
Just as a visual image, it's interesting. I mean, as soon as you look at it, you're like, well, this is interesting from Kanye. I mean, that's someone who's been on, like, regular shows, like Jimmy Fallon and that. Coming up, like Letterman. Coming up now, it's Kanye. What the fuck is he wearing?
They move in the tunnels. They move where you can't see them. They're an invisible hand, and they'll get, like, what they'll do is they'll threaten people.
I like the way my man's handling it. Yeah. Kanye, should we talk about costume? Before we get into the content, should we talk about costume just for a moment?
They'll threaten people. Oh, we're going to take your tours away. We're going to drop your artists. You got to say this. You like, how many people put, I stand with my Jewish people, 3 years ago?
Are we at a Motel 6? What's the location? Who decorates their walls that colour? Where are those curtains coming from? Where is this black leather Ku Klux Klan interview taking place? And how do you get interviews with Kanye? Kanye, if you're watching this, most likely on X, yay. Come on, man. Come and talk to us. If you do an interview, I will wear white Ku Klux Klan stuff while you wear black Ku Klux Klan stuff. And why can't Ku Klux Klan be reclaimed? Klan from around the world. We'll wear rainbow ones. We'll wear LGBTQ plus Klan. LGBT Ku Klux Klan. Yes, Kanye, that's got to be worth an interview.
And what I did is I stood on it this time. I never backed down. That's my whole thing. That's why I was mad about removing that. Somebody taught me into removing that Jay-Z tweet, because it was just like, nah, the whole idea is no matter what.
What's really good is someone had to mic Kanye. So someone had to go, okay, do you mind, Kanye? We're getting a little bit of shash on that microphone. Can we just move it here? Like, how many sound men in history have had to go, your Klan hood is causing a little bit of feedback on the mic. Could you mind if I adjust the microphone? Check 1. Microphone. Check 2. Microphone. Check, man. You're tuned to the sounds of the Ku Klux Klan.
I'm not going to back down. So by doing a swastika chain, it then ruffles some feathers. And then I really saw the comparison of me and Puff with the Diageo and the Adidas situation.
Not a lot of people that are making comparisons to Puff Daddy nowadays, are they? People are kind of distancing that. I went to one white party that I saw nothing, man. I smelled some baby oil, but I saw nothing. Kanye, though, he's leaning in. I like Diddy. I mean, yeah, I like the questions that people ask like this. How come Diddy's the one that they've selected? That's Tate, innit, that said that. Like, he's like, why is it that's the person that's getting hit up on? Do you seriously think that across all Hollywood, think of your most favourite stars. Some of them are pre-regular people, just regular married and all that. But Hollywood has always been built around decadence and hedonism. Like whether you're going back to your Fatty Arbuckles or your Errol Flynns or that's what it's about. That's what it's always been about. So any Hollywood star that you can think of or name, go on, think of one, name one, put them in the Rumble chat, guys. Unless they're super double tied down to some sort of theological bind, some proper moral connection, they got skeletons, man. Who do you think's at them parties on Epstein Island? Well, we know some of them. Bill Gates, he was a regular attendee. Bill Clinton, he was a regular attendee. But there was a lot of big stars going to those things. Who was that dude? Was it Chris Tucker? Like, Chris Tucker just did stand-up about it, I think. Chris Tucker, Gene Wilder. I know Gene Wilder. Oh, yeah, how did Gene... Yeah, what happened there, man? That was a bit off-key, wasn't it? Yeah, like, you know, like, so, like, whichever stars you're thinking of, they probably had a bunch of hedonistic Hollywood Babylon thing go on. Let me know in the comments and chat what you think about that and what you think about Kanye. Let's just watch him round out this interview.
Yeah. Regardless, if they could have locked me up for taxes and that, they wasn't playing fair. Like, okay, cool, fair deal. You did good, we did good. It's like, no, you leaving with nothing. We have to destroy you.
It's pretty fascinating, isn't it? Kanye West's own telling of his tale of decline, of cultural embrace and celebration to that very, very elite level. Kanye West has known the upper echelons of total fame to a degree that few people, who's in that on that list? Madonna, Jay-Z, Michael Jackson, the absolute zenith of stardom. If people can be embraced to that degree, then shunned and abandoned, do you really think it's about anti-Semitic tropes or bizarre costume choices or taking out his latest squeeze, and they look pretty squeezable, on the red carpet dressed in next to nothing, lathered and latexed up? Don't get into it, Russ. Don't get into it. You tried that pathway. Oh, yeah. The alluring serpent, so alluring, so attractive, so hypnotic and encircling. Kanye West is a massive star. He's clearly some kind of genius. He clearly walks that line where creativity means a mercurial inner mobility that by almost necessity requires that you're a little unstable. What's he really done? He said some crazy stuff. The people, like one of the guys that works here, our director Isaac, he's Jewish. He's not like getting all uptight about stuff. He's just listening to him going, oh, the Jews done this, the Jews done that. Clearly there's some extraordinary relationships between the United States and Israel. Clearly there's interesting stuff going on in the entertainment industry. Plainly we ought to be able to talk about these things without getting sort of quagmired. Why is Kanye West one of the few people that's operated in that elite space that is now absolutely maligned? And can you think of other examples? Cornelius LX says, Candace Owens says Kanye's personal trainer put him in an MK Ultra experiment and he survived the brainwashing. Interesting. Yeah, I don't, then Trish McLeod, I don't focus on him long enough to know, but he's like, maybe you're right, maybe I am giving him too much credit. But like, man, I think anyone that can create artistically what he created, there's an argument that there's a real raw, rare brilliance there. Either it's a mental breakdown or a portal into the true nature of fame. What I believe this ever-changing culture has to learn to do is accommodate people from the periphery. Otherwise, you're going to get banal and boring art. You also have to be able to handle difficult conversations about race and religion and power without frantically panicking about that. Otherwise, these blackmail scandal stories just become overwhelming. Whatever's going on with Kanye and real power, it certainly isn't something that should be prohibited. That's why I'm grateful for Rumble and Rumble Premium, where we can openly talk about these things, where we've got the room and space to be wrong, and where you can push back. You can say people are Nazis, you can say people are Zionists, you can say, like Femboy Pan, you look very handsome today, Russell, and I will agree with you wholeheartedly. But that's just what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments and the chat. Do you ever feel like your body's stress switch is permanently stuck on, like you can't shut your mind off at night? Believe me, baby. That was me until I discovered what was really happening. It wasn't just stress, it was magnesium deficiency. And not just magnesium, but all 7 types. That's when I discovered Magnesium Breakthrough from Bioptimizers. This changed everything about me. Don't be disgusting. Within days of taking it, I noticed I was falling asleep faster, waking up refreshed, and handling daily stress so much better. What makes it different? Most supplements only contain 1 or 2 types of magnesium. Magnesium Breakthrough delivers all 7 forms your body needs in 1 capsule to balance your stress response and support your sleep quality. You can put it in your mouth, you can put it in your anus. You're free. This is America. The results speak for themselves. Over 1,500 5-star reviews from people who've reclaimed their calm, their sleep, and their energy. And right now, you can save 10% off when you go to www.bioptimizers.com/brand and use the code BRAND. Use that code. Do use it. They even offer a full 365-day guarantee, so there's no risk. How often are you free from risk in this crazy world? Don't just manage stress. Break through it with Magnesium Breakthrough. Go to buyoptimizers.com/Brad. And if you subscribe, not only will you be getting amazing discounts and free gifts, we'll make sure your monthly supply is guaranteed. Buyoptimizers.com/brand. Use the code BRAND for a discount and to guarantee your magnesium breakthrough. 7 glorious types of magnesium, baby.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to see more uncensored content where free speech can flourish, join our live stream. Click the link right here to watch the next video if you want to, or become a member of a growing movement. Download the Rumble app and you'll be informed every time we make a new piece of content. Stay free.